Alright lads, how we doing? New chat today. Let me know what you think. Is it nice? Is it not nice? Is it not nicer than the other one? Is it nicer than the other one? I want to know. Okay, so today we're going to be filming a video about the importance of organization, whether it's organization in your life, organization in your diet, organization in obviously getting like steps prepared in your day. We're just going to be talking about all of that because I believe it's one of the most important things in my own life. And if you implement it correctly, it can be definitely important in your own life as well. Now, don't worry, I'm not just going to be waffling the whole time. I'm going to be giving you some advice as well on what you should be eating and also what I'm meal prepping for tomorrow. So we're about, I think, 13 days into the cut now, and it's going well so far. We're starting to see a bit of progress. I think I'm like a kg and a half down, something like that. So look, we're feeling good, and we're hopefully going to keep that going. Now, I have chicken breast, and usually I'd like to cook mince, but we're going to do chicken breast today for the sake of the video, and also because I want to try something new. So yeah. Now, lads, you don't have to eat the same thing every single day. I like to at work switch it up like every month, but depending on what I'm eating or how much my calories is for the day, I will adjust it. I suppose to that. So yeah, I'm thinking for tomorrow. I'm thinking chicken and vegetables, and then I'm thinking oats again with more fruit. But I'll get into that in a second. So that's not the important part. The important part is the information today, all right? Yeah, I just recorded an entire segment of the video, and it didn't record because of my microphone. I didn't know it was out of battery. Like it literally had. I think I charged it for the whole night one night, and I just okay. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's move on. So look, chicken is prepped. The main preface of this video. Okay, let's try to do this without it falling. There we go. Um, the main preface of this video is just basically to tell you how important organization is in terms of your daily life, like going into the gym. Like this YouTube channel and my TikToks are mostly about the gym. It's because it's my passion. Same with food. So it's going to be something I'm going to talk about all the time. So I'm going to relate this more to the gym side of it. You can take it into your personal life if you want. But look, when I started cutting calories, basically the first thing I thought about when I started cutting was I just need to lose weight as quickly as possible, right? Now, I think a lot of people who aren't like really into the gym will look at it this way, and it's not because you're like inexperienced. It's like the natural human desire to get something as quickly as possible with the least amount of effort or the least amount of work you can put in. Just checking to see if my mic's on. Basically, what people will tend to do is they will tend to go to the quickest method of fat loss, and then when they revert back, they end up like twice as worse off as they were when they started because they had no foundational layer. Like you have, you've no plan, you have you've no foundation or physique built underneath that fat. So when you get down, you're not going to look how you think you're going to look. The occasional cardio sessions, I like to do cardio, but look, it's not necessary. You just basically, as long as you are strength training, maybe 3 to 4 times a week, depending on how advanced you are with lifting. If you pair that with uh, a diet that is suitable for you, something that you can stick to, it's just basically find out how much calories you need to be eating in the day, get that worked out, and then from there, basically subtract about 2 to 300 and eat in a calorie deficit, and then strength train maybe 3 to 4 times a week using different weights. And look, lads, consistency is key. You're not going to get there within, like, I've been lifting for 2 years now, and to be honest with you, some days I look at myself and I think, wow, you haven't changed at all since last year. And it's, do you know what? It's disheartening. Like it takes your love away from the gym sometimes because you look at yourself and you think, wow, like I should be way, way, way further ahead. But the reality of it is that you really shouldn't. Like where you are right now is perfect no matter where you are on your lifting journey. You just need to start and stop making excuses, because the excuses are what's holding you back from actually, you know, I suppose becoming happy. Like I'm a lot happier now than I was when I started, because I've taken control of my life. I know, like, you know, I feel a lot more powerful. Like I can speak about what I like without caring about what anybody else thinks. Like I never used to be able to do that. Like if I could talk to the camera like this, um, at maybe 12, 13, 14, I would have started YouTube, but because that's what I wanted to do. But I couldn't. Like I couldn't speak to the camera. Now, views, likes, subscribers, all that stuff doesn't matter as long as I'm actually helping people. And this video is basically for that. So this is the importance of organization and strategizing, uh, comparing your goals to like how feasible it is for you to complete your goals and what's going to help you get there. Yeah, it's that's what this video is about. Now, am I going to sit here and pretend like I know everything about, you know, calorie deficits, weight loss, hypertrophy, strength training, whatever it is? No, I'm not. But look, if this isn't your thing, feel free to click off the video 100%. It's completely up to you. But for people who are just looking for a little bit of advice on how to start or how to improve, then definitely do stay and listen, because I feel like there is some insight I can give to you. So look, regarding the whole eating thing and eating well, there's a big I don't believe in eating healthy, right? I hate when people say, oh, eat healthy or eat healthy. It's it's a facade, to be honest with you. I don't think you can eat healthier per se. What people are really telling you is to eat, like when people say eat healthy, they think, oh, vegetables, eat a lot more vegetables. Now, they have the right idea, but they don't have the knowledge behind it to actually tell you what to do. So I'm going to try help you with that. Now, there could be nutrients you are lacking in severely. If you're a person who isn't a massive, isn't massive on vegetables or fruit, you could be lacking in a lot of vitamins and minerals, like a lot. So you really need to be replacing those with supplements. If, like, vitamin D, we don't get enough of here in Ireland, because vitamin D, like I think it's 15 minutes in the sun, like per day, is what you need to get your daily vitamin D, but we get no sun here in Ireland. So it's imperative that you have a supplement for vitamin D, in my opinion. I ordered vitamin D 3, and I don't know, is it K, and I have it coming there in the post soon. But basically, look, you need to be flexible with your eating. Like, it's not going to be all like sunshine and roses. Like, I know people will tell you, look, you have to eat boiled chicken and rice for every meal of the day. No, you need, like, a colorful plate is a healthy plate. And I know you'll hear that a lot, but it's very true. A colorful plate is a healthy plate. So in my opinion, the best and honestly the easiest vegetable to eat with the most nutrients in it are red peppers. Okay. Now you can go watch Sills for a break. Okay, get off my plate. You can go watch Sills for a breakdown of all the actual micronutrients that are in red bell peppers, but they are absolutely amazing for you in terms of nutrients. Now, pair that with a quality complex carb source like sweet potato, white potato. You can have rice, whole grain rice, long grain rice, doesn't matter, something like that. And then also, as well, as people overlook eggs, man. Eggs are a superfood, an absolute superfood. They've got choline, they've got omega 3s, they support brain function. They're a massive cell builder. They have a lot of fat in them, which is very helpful for yourself. It's to keep your hunger hormones in check. So look, the main, I suppose, takeaway from the food side of things is that you should be eating, depending on your goals, in a moderate calorie deficit or surplus. Now, people say bulking is a myth. I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little bit arrogant here. I am 102 kg and I have fairly visible abs in like decent lighting. I don't think, in my personal opinion, you can get too big, if that makes sense. Like people, people say bulking is a myth because Killian actually explained this to me now, and me and Killian would agree on most things, but I think this is one thing we don't agree on. You you need to be in a surplus to build new tissue. Now, it takes 50 calories, according to Killian, to build new tissue, which fair enough. I don't know what study was done on that, but look, I'm not going to doubt the man, right? We'll go with that. 50 calories to build new tissue, right? But there is a lot and a lot of factors that go into that, though. Like, when you're bulking, right, you need, and I mean this now, when you're bulking, you need to be eating an excess of protein and carbs. You just need to be maximizing what you are eating, like making sure that what you are eating is quality food and a lot of it to fuel you in your gym sessions. Now, I'm not sure if this is the same for most people, and to be honest with you, for the people who are starting the gym, I would definitely recommend to do a bulk 100%, a slight calorie surplus, because what it's going to do is it's going to reset your metabolic rate, right? Now, over time, if you're cutting in between cutting and bulking and cutting and bulking, that's the lot, cutting and bulking, eventually what's going to happen is you're just going to stay at the same weight, gaining and losing the same muscle every single year. And look, that's going to affect you in the long run. So what you need to do is you need to stick to one plan, and from there you can build on it. You can, like if you're doing a long-term bulk, the cut then it can be, you can play it by your rules, right? But you need to stick to one plan for the short term, because otherwise, if you're hopping between plans, it's it's really not good for your metabolic rate. Because look, if you're slashing your calories, like, and then all of a sudden 3 weeks later you're bumping them up, your metabolism is going to be all over the place. You need to have a steady metabolic rate for a while. Then you can increase the calories, let it stabilize again, right? So sorry, increase the calories, let it stabilize again, increase them again. Then you're dropping them a little bit when you're cutting. Then you're letting it stabilize. Then you're dropping it another little bit. Then dropping it another little bit until you're at the level that you're at. That is all you need to do. Now, for people who say, like, okay, like Killian, you only need 50 calories to build new muscle tissue, right? The point is not the gym. It's literally for your metabolic rate. That is the reason why you should be bulking, because you want to get your metabolism in the right order so that you can do a proper cut, and also utilize the new energy that you have in the gym to build new muscle, to push yourself harder, get more reps. It's that simple, like, and people don't realize that. You know what I mean? But yeah, look, that's my take on it. You can have your own opinion. That's completely fine. Um, yeah, I think, look, lads, this went from being organized to having a structured plan. But I think, look, that's going to be the title of the video anyway. Have a structured plan. And look, thank you very much for watching. Just a short enough one for you today. Wanted to make sure that I got it out, or got a video out at the start of the week, just to kind of, set myself up right for the week. All right, so I'll talk to you hopefully in the next coming days, and thank you for watching.